In this video, we'll be taking a look at a TV series that is not as well known as it should be. It is definitely in my top 3 TV series, and if you start watching it, the show is sure to keep you on the hook and leave you wanting for more. So today, we are suggesting that you watch Fauda. Released in 2015, Fauda is an Israeli TV series chronicling the operations of an undercover counter-terrorism unit in the Israeli Defense Forces through our protagonist, Doron. An Israeli actor named Lior Raz plays the role of Doron, and he is also a co-writer of the series along with Avi Issacharoff, a journalist for the Times of Israel. Both Lior Raz and Avi Issacharoff are themselves veterans of the thwart unit of the Israeli Defense Forces. So the story of Fauda is inspired from their experience on the ground in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The story is told through the eyes of Doron, who is a retired operative at the start of the series. His ex-captain and friend in the unit approaches him saying that a dangerous Hamas terrorist, nicknamed the Panther, is still alive. Doron was the one who faced off with the Panther earlier, and it was presumed that Doron had killed the terrorist. So, slightly perplexed by his reappearance in the Hamas underground, Doron feels his soldier instincts return and agrees to come out of retirement to make things right and capture the Panther. What transpires next is a stunning, thrilling cat and mouse operation where both the Panther and Doron try to get the best of each other. So why is Fauda so good? 2 words for that: raw and brutal. The spy series is probably the most accurate, raw depiction of counterterrorism operations that have ever been on screen. This is no doubt abetted by the fact that the writers and some of the actors have real life experience working in similar shadowy units within the Israeli Defense Forces. Fauda is not a gore-filled TV series. It is just dispassionate and brutal in its depiction of the conflict in Israel and Palestine. That is not to say that Fauda is a traditional Israeli show, which tries to subtly manipulate the narrative so that the nation comes out looking clean and good. Fauda does not incorporate any political angles to the conflict, and actually, as the series progresses, it even insinuates that the actions of the IDF are responsible for radicalization of many Palestinian youth. Fauda is also aided by a strong script and a cast of actors who are amazing in their portrayals of complex characters. This means that there are plenty of subplots within the season, and they meander through the series until they are all tied off in a systematic and satisfying manner. One thing that is so refreshing was that the writers assume that the viewer is intelligent. There is no political explanation of the situation or unnecessary narrations about characters which are disguised as dialogues. We are simply taken through a journey with a lot of places, people, and seemingly real situations, and the audience is expected to understand more about the characters or the geography of Israel and Palestine by gleaning information from the show or doing research. Also, it is critical that anyone watching the series watches it in its original audio, a mix of Hebrew and Arabic. While English may save you from having to read all the subtitles, it would take away a certain dynamism and naturality which is obtained through the characters switching between Hebrew and Arabic as the situation demands. Since both languages are so important, not just in dialogues, but also in letting the audience know the current personality of the speaker, it is best watched in its original setting. All in all, Fauda is one of those rare series which start with a bang, maintain those impossibly high levels throughout the seasons, and if anything, gets more nuanced and better as time progresses. It is definitely a must-watch for people who love action or spy thrillers. You can watch the TV series on Netflix.